Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Brina and today I'm going to be showing you how I achieved this super simple yellow cut crease using the Honey ColourPop palette. So if you'd like to see how I achieved this look, keep on watching. So I'm going to go in with the P. Louise base to prime my eyes, and this is in the shade 0. I do already have a little bit on my eyes, but it's kind of not looking too good. So I'm just going to touch that up real quick. And I have found that using my finger is definitely the best way to apply the P. Louise base. Everything else, it just really doesn't come out looking very good. So I just stick with my fingers for that. And we're going to be using the Honey palette from ColourPop today to do today's look. I'm going to first start by taking Sweet Spot on this fluffy brush. And I'm just going to start by sweeping that right along the brow bone. Then I'm going to take Buzzkill on this angled shading brush, and I'm going to go right into the crease with that, blending it into Sweet Spot. I really like using an angled brush for these kinds of looks because I'm going to just sweep this brush right along here to create that nice little lifted, I don't know, I'm not good at describing things. And then I'm going to blend that into the yellow. That's pretty much going to carve out like where my wing is gonna go. Alright, sorry if anything looks different, I just had to turn off my furnace. But I'm gonna dip into the tiniest bit of the P. Louise base with this concealer brush just to carve out my cut crease. And for the lid, I'm gonna go into Dandy. And I'm just gonna sweep that all along where I cut the crease. One other thing real quick. I'm gonna go in with this really flat brush. It's very precise and flat. And I'm gonna go back into Buzzkill. And then I'm just gonna define out that cut crease a little bit better, and then I'm going back in with Dandy, and I'm taking this shade all the way underneath where I swooped that Buzzkill shade. Also, let's not talk about how creasy my under eyes are or how cakey any of this is. I don't know what happened. I used a beauty blender today for the first time in forever. It did not go well. Apparently I don't like them as much as I remembered. Also, I used a new powder under my under eyes and it looked really good at first and then it really creased. I don't know what the deal is. We're just gonna ignore it. For my lower lash line, I'm gonna go into Totally Buggin', and basically I'm just gonna blow out the lower lash line using just that shade, and I'm also sweeping it into where the shade Dandy swoops up. For liner, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Lasting Drama Gel Liner, and this is in the shade Black. I have to tell you, if you use liquid liner, like a felt tip or anything, and you struggle with applying your liner, try out a gel liner with an angled brush. It makes the application so much better, at least for me. I always really struggled using the felt tips. I know they say that it's supposed to make it so much easier because you can just like turn the pin to the side and like dab on your little line there. I always found it very difficult for me to make my wings look even using that, so keep that in mind if you struggle with your liner. And I'm just gonna apply the liner. Oh, that was not what I meant to do. And I'm only gonna go about a quarter of the way in with the liner on this side of my eye, and then I'm also going to go onto the inner corner and I'm going to apply liner right here, going once again about a quarter of the way in, and then I'm going to also extend the liner on the inner corner. That got a little out of hand. Drank a Bang energy drink this morning. I don't usually drink energy drinks, and I'm like having a really hard time with the liner, if you can't tell. That'll show me to drink energy drinks before filming. Yeah, probably not. I'll probably keep doing it. It's fine. Oh my gosh. Just work out for me, please. Okay, let's just try this again. Oh, now my inner corner is so black. I forgot to highlight my inner corner, so I'm gonna do that real quick. I'm gonna go into Sunburst and then just pop that on the inner corner. This is honestly like probably my favorite shade from this palette. Yeah. This eye does not look very good still. Oh no. Okay, let's try this again. There we go. That's a little bit better. You know what might actually help is if I use the mirror in this palette, so I can actually get it closer to my face. Oh, would you look at that? That actually turned out way better. First try. And then I'm gonna repeat on the other eye. This wing ended up way more dramatic than this wing, and I feel like I always have that issue. I don't know what to do to fix it. Whatever. Now it's time for lashes. I'm gonna first apply mascara, and I'm gonna be using the Tarte Big Ego mascara. And for lashes, I'm going to be using the ColourPop lashes in the style Wifey. A little tip I have is that if you have to trim your lashes, trim them about a third of the way in, and then you can overlap the little piece you just trimmed onto the bigger part. I don't know if you can tell what I'm doing at all here, if my wording makes sense, but overlap it, and then you still keep all the volume from your lashes and you don't lose whatever the outer portion of your lash looks like, because sometimes that can be the best part of a lash, and if you just have to trim it off, throw it away, you know, it kind of sucks. So, and this is the finished look. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments if you would like to see more looks like this, or what other kinds of looks you would like to see. Maybe I could do like the whole rainbow, you know, one look for each color. I don't know. Just make sure to let me know in the comments what you'd like to see from me. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!